can't quite remember how it goes. I think it said something like, willing obedience always beats forced obedience. I've come to somewhat of a revelation lately. When it comes to being in a relationship with a woman, there are some things that are going to keep you single. So stick around because I need that watch time. So what do I mean by things that are going to keep you single? Well, the first way is by treating her badly. Guys, you need to understand, if you treat a woman badly, despite that saying, you know, treat her mean, keep her keen, that don't work. It might work with like damaged women who've got fucking daddy issues, and it might seem like if you treat a woman badly that she'll want you more and she'll respect you more, but she won't. The common misconception is treating her badly might, in the very short term when you're dating and you're not really serious, those things will probably make you seem somewhat unavailable, and in that way she's probably going to chase you more. They're going to want to feel like they have your approval, so you being kind of distant kind of encourages that even more. But the thing is, right, if you keep doing that, it's going to put a woman off. She's going to get sick of trying eventually, so you've got to understand that, guys. Number 2, and that's being emotionally distant, just distant in general. If you're unable to really connect with her, you're kind of put off the emotional side of things, you're not really willing to talk about how you might feel about her, be fucking human around her, man. If you're not able to do that, one, it's going to show that you're really insecure about yourself because you're scared that a woman's going to think of you differently and she'll lose respect for you and she'll leave you. She's going to leave you anyway if you keep doing that, because she's going to get sick of trying. She's going to get sick of feeling like she just cannot connect with you. These toxic people that you see on the internet that tell you never to be vulnerable around a woman, they're dickheads, right? They piss me off. I get really annoyed by it because it ain't fucking true. Now, the kind of vulnerability that I'm talking about is not being super emotional, breaking down and crying and like just letting your emotions like totally take control of your actions. You're being like really feminine, if that makes sense. That's what turns women off. The more feminine way of reacting to things, that's what women don't like. And if a woman does leave you because you showed vulnerability, because you were being yourself, that's a reflection on her. That's not a reflection on you. She's the dickhead, not you. And number 3, and that is possessive and controlling behaviour. Guys, when you're really possessive and you're controlling, you tell her what to do, you tell her what to wear, don't do those things, guys, because they are toxic as hell. Women don't want to be controlled. They don't want to feel like slaves. You got to understand, guys, that you have to treat women with respect. You have to give them their freedom. If you restrict their freedom, they're going to want to escape. But if you kind of give them that freedom, they're much more likely to be loyal to you. There's a quote, and I can't quite remember how it goes, but I think it said something like, willing obedience always beats forced obedience. You're much more likely to get loyalty. You give that respect. Number 4 is cutting off intimacy. If you're planning on not having any sex with a woman throughout your relationship, maybe you're religious and you want to wait till marriage, you've got to set those boundaries from the very beginning. You've got to let that be known, because if halfway through the relationship you cut off the intimacy and she just suddenly starts to wonder why, she's going to feel really distant to you. She's going to feel like you don't love her anymore. She's going to feel like you're not attracted to her anymore, and that's going to make her think about leaving you or wanting to see someone else. So don't cut off intimacy. It is a massive part of your relationship. And the 5th and final way that you're going to stay single is by cheating and looking at other women. Well, this should speak for itself, really. If you cheat on a woman, you're a fucking prick. There is no reason, there is no need to cheat on a woman. I don't know why some men do it. I really do not understand it. I don't know why some women cheat on men. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. If you're in a committed relationship, you really love each other, you see a long-term future with that person, why would you want to throw that away? It makes no sense. Clearly, men are thinking with their dicks when they do that. Clearly, they're being much more feminine because they're thinking with their emotions instead of their fucking brains. But anyway, yeah, don't cheat on your woman. Don't look at other women. It's disrespectful to them. It's disrespectful to yourself because you're being a fucking arrogant bastard. And if you've got a good woman, why would you want to disrespect her like that? So guys, what are your experiences with your dating life at the moment? Are you doing some of these things? And are you noticing that it's kind of keeping you single? How have these things affected you? Let me know, guys. Leave a comment. That's all I'm going to say about that. Oh!